Now let us learn diagonal theorems related to a rectangle. So theorem 1 states that the diagonals of a rectangle are equal. So according to this theorem, AC is equals to BD. Now since a rectangle is basically a parallelogram, so the first condition that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other stands true for a rectangle also. Another condition is diagonals of a rectangle must be equal. So this is what we need to prove, that is AC is equals to BD. Let us consider two triangles, that is triangle ADC and triangle BCD. In triangle ADC, I know that AD is equals to BC because these are opposite sides and opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. Therefore, AD is equals to BC. And also, CD is equals to CD. CD is equals to CD because it is common side. And angle ADC is equals to angle BCD is equals to 90 degree because it is a rectangle and all angles of a rectangle are 90 degree. Now, AD is equals to BC, CD is equals to CD and angle ADC is equals to angle BCD. Therefore, triangle ADC is congruent to triangle BCD by SS congruency rule. Since the corresponding sides and angles are also equal, therefore, AC is equals to BD because these are corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Hence, we have proved that the diagonals of a rectangle are equal. Now, theorem 2. It is a reverse of theorem 1. That is, if the diagonals of a parallelogram are equal to each other, then it is a rectangle. Here, it is given that AC is equals to BD, AC equal to BD. Also, ABCD is a parallelogram. And we have to prove that it is a rectangle. Now, if I look at triangle ADC and triangle BDC, I know that AD is equals to BC. AD is equals to BC because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Also, CD is equals to CD because it is common. AC is also equal to BD because it is given. Therefore, by SSS congruency, I can say that triangle ADC is congruent to triangle BCD by SSS rule. Now, I can say that angle ADC is equal to angle BCD because these are corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Also, angle ADC plus angle BCD is equals to 180 degree because these are the consecutive interior angles between two parallel lines, which implies angle ADC is equals to angle BCD is equals to 90 degree. Therefore, all the angles will be equal to 90 degree in the same way. Therefore, this figure is a rectangle, hence proved.